We've got Chris Fields and Tom King. Can you tell us a little bit about the team that you have here today?
Yeah, so we have 5 guys fighting. We have our first. We were actually 2 fights in now, so we're 2 wins so far and 3 more to go. We had Takamandu started the show off. He won by a weird split decision that should have been a pretty clear decision. Ryan Shelley won his next fight by decision. We've Camille Winslet up next. The Scrabble board. We've Camille up next, and then we have Danny McGowan and Carl Gallagher. Well, me and Tom would be most impressed with all their boys, just the graft they put in. Like they're all amateurs, so they're holding down jobs at college or whatever, and then coming to the gym and putting it in every day. And you're seeing that in the cage.
But the yard's surrounded by accomplished grapplers, people who have competed quite a lot, and then also some pro MMA fighters as well. What kind of steps do you take to make sure that people get the right experience and exposure when they're in a gym setting, and then bring that into the cage?
Well, usually with Chris, before the guys can fight, they're going to have to compete in jiu-jitsu, they're going to have to compete in a K1 fight. So by the time they get to this stage, they're already experienced in competition, So we've a very good jiu-jitsu team, and then we've pros as well, kind of the likes of James and Ian. Be a good example for the guys as well, So by the time they get to this stage, they have kind of already had their teeth into competition, before they'd step up to that level. So.
Since the day we opened, I've always had a good relationship with Paul, and he's been pretty good to us. Me and myself and Tom would be of the opinion, you don't want to be, and you can see that by who the guys are fighting, you don't want to be just racking up wins, you want to be fighting good guys. And I want my guys to be professional MMA fighters. I don't want them to be the cool guy from their area that won a few shy MMA fights back in the day, you know what I mean? So their progression is, they have to fight better guys each time, and that's what's happening, and Paul's always offered us that here. So yeah, me and him have always had a good relationship.
It should be about, shouldn't it? Yeah. So they're building their craft at an amateur level, not dodging the tough fights. Like a steady progression for the guys, as Chris said.
We have Ian and James up on Night of Champions on Cage Warrior. James defends his middleweight title, and Ian is having his second pro fight. And then I'm looking to fight around the September mark, and then we have Conrad and Paul Lawrence all looking to fight pro. And these guys just basically, my life consists of messages from them going, get me a fight, get me a fight, get me a fight. Messages from Tom going, didn't see him at that grappling class, so then messages back to the lads, you better be down at that grappling class. And then messages from promoters going, yeah, I've got some fights there. So yeah, that's how it's going at the moment. Really busy, really good. Yeah, good busy.